Hello, Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. It is, what day is it? It is Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, around 8 a.m. in the morning, sunrise, sitting in front of the fire. Gonna stand out and up in the sunshine for a second just to feel how it is. Got the beautiful DJI Mic 3 on, this magic mirror work. Got the new Cosmic Orange iPhone Pro Max and having some fun and staring at the sun. And I got the screen down all the way dim red so that I can't really even see myself, and I know I'm recording, so I'm just gonna trust the process. Listening to Jack Mahler's Mailback Monday today, hearing about debasement, hearing about currency, hearing about money, hearing about strategies, hearing about what's going on, hearing about staying humble, stacking sats, not trying to get the fast, easy, quick win. And wow, in a way it is the fast, easy, quick win. And how have I been listening, hearing, knowing about all this stuff since Bitcoin was worth tens of thousands of them for one pizza till recently, till now, and just taking my time with it, learning and recognizing that it's just like that idea of the whole oak tree. The best time to plant it, 100 years ago. Next best time, right now. And then recognizing as well, just like the trees that grow just in the pure open fields with no obstructions actually grow up weak, brittle, frail, or prone to breaking, all that stuff. Like current idea of tree planting these days, we're building giant tinder boxes. Now, trees that grow in the forest, in the shade, and the ones that survive, those ones are strong or hardy. They don't grow as fast. And that's what I've noticed. I've grown in the shadows of many, many, many people, things, ideas. And that's actually served me. It served me to grow something more robust, more resilient, more dependable. It's helped me to actually see. And there are times when I'm like, holy crap, I'm just screwing. I'm feeling like I'm screwing everything up. And that's what's really changing. I'm having discussions, and it's not just discussions, places and spaces where I feel like someone's yelling at me, angry at me, belittling me, berating me, where I've screwed up, where I could have done better, where I've known better, all these ideas, and actually sitting with them, being with the feelings of hurt, shame, guilt, being with the smallness, being with the blame, being with all that stuff. And in time, as I sit with it, being able to find my way to responding in integrity, not rushing, meeting, looking at the bigger picture, expressing, sharing from a different place, and also not sharing at times, being like, I don't need to overshare. They don't need to hear this piece right now. So why am I so convicted that they have to hear my side of the story? And how do I keep reminding that I imagine their side? Because the people I'm surrounding myself with these days love me, want the best for me, want the best for us, want the best for this relationship. And how is it that I forget sometimes, just like all of us? Oh, man, they're doing this on purpose. They're just so mean. Why can't they see what I see? Why don't they take their time? Why aren't they more diligent about their impact? Even the whole idea of bumping another car and leaving a note, it's just being able to recognize, I can only imagine what the driver was thinking, feeling, what's going on, and recognizing that I don't know. And these days, hearing about people who are probably losing their jobs, terrified of their jobs, terrified about money, like what's going on in the economy, how the stock market, in a way, is right now too big to fail. And just being with it without having to buy into it and trying to take advantage of it. And that's a piece of it. It's just because I notice something that I could take advantage of doesn't mean that's where I want to be. Where do I actually want to be? What do I actually believe? And what do I actually see? Right now, the work that I do, definitely see that. The family that I am, definitely see that. Health, definitely. And rewriting the ideas of health, being willing to unlearn, being able to let go of, being willing to not be right, and keep coming back to where's my health? So woke up this morning around 4 something. Definitely had some drier eyes, definitely a little bit more tired, definitely, just say it this way, get the morning wood, which is great. The vigor and everything else is returning. Definitely having the Chinese herbals, having the beetroot, having the chlorophyll, having the milk thistle, doing the coffee and urine enema. Man, today there's so much urine. I think I did like 4 or 5 rounds, which is crazy, but it was really good. There's a lot to clear out. Definitely being with Bao Bao, my beloved cat. He decided to sit with me almost the whole time. Listening to some amazing stuff. Didn't get to meditate as deeply today. And the energy level is pretty good, and it's pretty chilly, and it's pretty sunny. So I'm up here preparing for the day, doing this magic mirror work, which, reminder, is for me, and the person who most needs to hear my story is myself. And that's the practice. These days, am I trying to be a content creator? No, that part is probably going to get taken over. Right? There's going to be so much AI, so much other stuff, so much quick content. Right now, at this point, I'm at 108 subscribers, which is crazy to me. 108 people are subscribed to this? That's nuts. Like, how many hours have been dedicated to watching this? Probably almost as much as I've actually recorded, which is really cool. But that's not the point. The point of this magic mirror work is so I can hear myself, and as I'm doing this, I can feel myself shifting exponentially. I'm getting clearer, I'm getting more confident. I'm able to tie together the thoughts better because I'm seeing the loops, and then seeing when I go off on those, what people call non sequiturs, weird segues, all that stuff. And it's been a practice. How do I tie things together? How do I tie together disparate stories? How do I notice that there's so many things that I know, whether it's, I was telling something the other day, it's like, I know the latest football standings, I'm aware of the political situation, aware of the wars in some ways, the ones that I know of. I'm aware of the financial markets, I'm aware of the healthcare stuff. I'm aware of the spiritual side of things. I'm becoming more and more aware of the astrological side of things, but I don't know it all. I'm asking for guidance, support, love from the best people, and shoring up the places where I might be missing it, and better at realizing that not everyone has the right answers. They have their best intentions, but their reality is different from mine. And how do I incorporate that? How do I notice myself and be really grateful for all the abundance that's here, all the spiritual guidance, all the wellness, all the people, all the love? And how do I let go of trying to control it all? How do I keep coming back to, what am I here for? All right, I'm gonna do a really, really good breath this Sunday. This Friday, I'm having dinner with my folks. Today, I'm gonna be having a family day for the most part. And how do I take a look at giving thanks, gratitude for the past year? Oh my God, spending time intentionally with family, being able to shift into new tools and technologies and toys that I'm coming from a different place, traveling, a renewal of vows, being with loved ones, being with deaths, being with births, being with fun, being with adventure, being with education, being with insights, being with ceremony, being with great cosmic changes, being with the eye of the storm, all of these things. And then what to look forward to. Okay, following the sun, shifting the business, the founding of the business, shifting the model, shifting the support, shifting the closing of things, shifting the healing, taking a look at home especially, taking a look at learning and education, taking a look at exploring different avenues, taking a look at where am I trying to show people how smart and clever I am instead of just being the smart and clever that I want to be. Noticing how I want to improve the inner world without having to shift the outer world. Noticing all these different parts and how do I maximize on the tools that I most want to maximize on, because there's so many tools that can and want to be used, but which are the ones that really want to be tapped and tuned into right now? How do I invest in things that really matter? How do I play with the money models? How do I learn from and work with allies best? And that's just it, the whole shift to allies, a whole shift to, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, soul immersion, soul rebirth, Ohana voyage, the Odyssey. Maybe it's called the Odyssey. Maybe it is called the Odyssey, right? Are you ready for your Odyssey? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Rebranding the Odyssey. Yeah, I like that. Are you ready for the Odyssey? And then looking at the affiliate links, looking at the technologies, looking at the gifts, looking at the receiving. Receiving is such a big piece. Looking at the Bitcoin breath. What do I want to make out of all this? How do I keep planting the seeds? How do I keep getting more and more clear? How do I keep stepping into what it is? And then letting it all go. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then ask for help. Because there was that whole story of I am a fuck up, I have fucked up, I will fuck up. Rather than looking at, okay, I create spaces for people to fuck up. And I am working actively to create the space, and I have already, and I'm still working on it, to create the space where I feel safe to fuck up, in a safe ways to fuck up. Because the whole point of this is to keep playing the game by the rules. What are the rules that I want to play with? And how do I keep noticing the rules and shifting them and having a little bit more flexibility and fun? All right, that's plenty for today. Again, the person that most needs to hear this, and I'm saying it out loud for myself again, is me. And so if you're listening to this, if you get into these things, start noticing. If you're going to actually keep listening, how do you start creating for yourself? And you don't have to post like I do. It took me a long time to just start posting this and just trusting myself. You know what? Whatever I create, I'm going to practice posting as much of it as I can and then letting it go. A lot of love. Ciao for now.